I'm Wendy Riedenberg, and today I'm going to do a commemorative speech on my grandma Dorothy Sprague. I knew I would be standing up here one day, but it still always comes as a complete shock, no matter how prepared you are for it. We threw my grandma's 100th birthday party, and the whole family came together. There were stories told, there were tears shed, there was laughter. We all got to take pictures with Grandma, with our kids and Grandma. And that, little did we know, that was going to be the last gathering that we would have with her. A few days after her 100th birthday, she passed away. I'm going to tell you about the stories I remember with Grandma, and Grandma being my first best friend. I am honoring her life today to show how much she taught me and how much I felt loved by her. The empty void that I have in my heart will never go away, but I have some of the best memories with Grandma to help me fill that void. I was lucky to have spent 48 years with her in my life. She was a matter-of-fact person when it came to certain things, but I always felt like I was a very special person to her. My relationship with my grandma, I always loved visiting her house. You could always go there anytime, it didn't matter. And there were candy and cookies and games to play, and always lots of hugs and kisses from Grandma. As I grew up, all I wanted to do was hang out with Grandma. She was my idol. When I was old enough to start staying at Grandma and Grandpa's house, I would go there every weekend, from the time I got out of school till I had to go home on Sunday night and get ready for school the next day. They took me so many places, and so many interesting places around Iowa and Nebraska, and how much there is to explore in your own state. They taught me how to fish. I remember we had a family vacation in some cabins up in Minnesota, and it was kind of a yucky day, and it was a rough waters, but we decided to split up, and the guys were going, I think, out maybe in the boat, and the girls went to the other side of the lake on the shore to fish. And we were meeting back at the cabin a little bit later. So during some bad weather and storms and stuff, us girls fished and fished and fished. And we ended up coming back with 2 coolers full of bullheads. And we definitely kicked the boys' butts. So that was a great memory to have with my grandma. Grandma also taught me how to sew, cross stitch, latch hook. She taught me how to play cards and dice games. During the summers, I would spend the entire summer with my grandma, and my mom would beg me to come home to visit, and I was content with right where I was at. We could sit for hours on Grandma's front porch, which was closed in, and it had a wooden swing, and we would just swing back and forth, drinking iced tea together, playing games, doing coloring. My grandma loved to color. I loved to color. Anything like that we could do, even if we were just swinging and not even talking, just looking and enjoying the weather, and we didn't need to communicate to feel the love between the two of us. I literally had one of the best wardrobes for my Barbie dolls, because my grandma liked to sew a lot, so she would make me the best clothes for my Barbies. I was the envy of the neighborhood. As I got older, she began to show me more of the dice and the poker games, so I learned how to play like 7-card stud, crazy eights, rummy. I played gin with her. We played dice games. Even when we traveled, we played the license plate game and some other card games. Our adventures together were fun for both of us. We would go everywhere as long as we could walk there or ride a bus there. So we spent many a days downtown shopping, eating lunch, just having a great time. I hope you learned why my grandma has such a special place in my heart, and I could have gone on and on with our adventures. I want each and every one of you to appreciate your family, friends, and whoever else is important part of your life, because you never know when you won't have that option again. The word grandma is simply put as love that is a special bond. So let's all say a special prayer for my grandma and know that the memories are never far away. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying see you later. Thank you.